Here on the Marlborough Common, in a beautiful tower built in 1968 through the efforts of the Marlborough Chamber of Commerce and numerous local citizens, hangs the John Brown Bell. A symbol of abolition, a symbol of freedom, and in Marlborough, a symbol in the fullest sense of John Brown's stated desire to free the slaves and bring them to the safety of the North. Because it wasn't just the bell that came north by the actions of Marlborough Civil War soldiers, but at least 4 slaves of the Wager Hotel in Harper's Ferry. Here's the full story. Soldiers of the Massachusetts 13th Regiment, Company 1 from Marlborough, were assigned in Harper's Ferry, Virginia, now West Virginia, to recover anything of value which might be melted down to create ammunition for the Southern Army. They succeeded in recovering 2 bells, and being mostly volunteer firemen, they thought the smaller one might be of use in their own firehouse. They asked for permission from Major Gould, and he allowed them to take it home. But its value as a bell was secondary in the minds of many of the soldiers, for the bell had been taken from the Armory Firehouse where the celebrated John Brown had been captured by Union troops led by Robert E. Lee before the war. Marlborough was a hotbed of abolition, and the Marlborough boys had great respect for the memory of John Brown. They also seemed to have a soft spot for the slaves who followed their encampment in Williamsburg, Maryland. 2 of these, Fanny Gary and her mother Arenia, were invited to come to Marlborough by the soldiers. When the soldiers went south to war in the spring of 1862, Fanny and Arenia came north to Marlborough. On their way, they met a cousin who had worked with them at the hotel named William Gary. William came to Marlborough and worked as a barber here for many years. After the war, Fanny helped her friend and fellow hotel worker Luke Goyne to come to Marlborough. Luke had a large family and would gather his children in the evening and parade them through the French Hill neighborhood, all with instruments. The neighborhood children would join the parade. One of Luke's grandchildren was Anna Walker, whose contributions to the seniors of Marlborough led to the naming of the Senior Center Hall after her. As for Fanny, she received her grade school education in the Washington Street School 2 blocks north of the Bell, and worked at the Middlesex Tavern, which sat on the next door property to the Rowe Funeral Home where the gazebo now stands. Marlborough's John Brown Bell, a symbol of freedom, a symbol of charity, a symbol of hope. To learn more about this fascinating story, go to the website listed below.